Hi Samurais, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we're just sitting down and playing with makeup. You know, it's kind of the cross between the holidays and Valentine's Day, and you know, just got through wedding stuff for our friends. So now it's really just time just to dive in and really just play with makeup and try new things. Some may work, some may not. I really like how this turned out. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon below so that way you're notified when new content is uploaded. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day, stay safe, and as always, make good choices. To start today's look, we're going in with the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream Primer. I have seen a lot of great things about this on TikTok, so I figured why the heck not, you know, just give it a try. So I just put a little bit on. It is like a cream based. Just gonna rub that in. Let that sit for just a minute. Now going in with my Tarte face tape in the shade 8B Porcelain Beige. I'm going in with my damp beauty blender. So how was everyone's weekend? The wedding was fantastic. I didn't get to do the green eye that I did the video for last week. Just completely lost track of time, and by the time I got to do my makeup, we had like maybe an hour between like getting my makeup done and getting myself dressed and making sure I had everything before we left. So it didn't work out, but I did do a really pretty like smoky eye with the Jaclyn Cosmetic flannel shade from her holiday collection. I ended up having to take the lipstick off. I'll insert a picture here of my makeup. But I did have to take the lipstick off just because even though I did do a lip scrub, my lips are just so extremely dry the last couple of days. So between chapstick and, you know, really trying to get them to look normal, it just didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. So I just took it off, and it made my lips look like it had like a berry stain on it, which I really liked, so it wasn't a complete loss. But the wedding was absolutely beautiful. So happy that Mike and Alicia finally got to have their day. And yeah, so it was a good time. So now that that is done, just kind of going into just kind of hunkering down for the winter. We had a snowstorm a couple of days ago. Not really a storm, it was a couple inches. It's not a whole lot up here. But nothing too bad otherwise. I'm still in the process of reading Crescent City, the first one. The second one comes out, I think, next month. And I'm like a quarter of the way through, and I'm just having a hard time getting through it. But I'm still pushing through, so we'll see where that goes. Next, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade 12S Fair. For those of you who have read Crescent City, I'm at the part where they just met the Viper Queen and had like the conversation with her. And like they're trying to figure out, like, now that they've found what this specific demon is, they're actually like looking through like all the archives to see if they find anything else about it. So, I mean, my best friend told me, she was like, it's gonna be slow, but keep reading. So I'm still reading. Just waiting for the good part to finally come through. But we'll see. I'm going in with a smaller beauty blender just to blend out my foundation, not my foundation, my concealer. Just squeezing out the excess water that's on it. So, yeah, so nothing too crazy going on yet in the book. I do plan to go back and reread From Blood and Ash, because the 4th book of the From Blood and Ash series comes out March 15th. It's A War of Two Queens. So I'm very excited to see what happens with Poppy Castile, and see if he's still alive. Based on the spoiler, not really a spoiler, but the first chapter that I got, or the prequel, not the prequel, the prelude or whatever it's called. In the beginning of the book, it says that he is still alive, and Jennifer Armentrout has been releasing like little tidbits here and there from the chapters the last couple of weeks. Actually, I think it's been like the last week she started doing it. But from what I can tell, he's still alive. We'll see what happens in the book, but I'm really pulling for it. After what happened in the last book, whew. So, I'm telling you guys, I was never a big reader. And then I found like a fantasy and romance and dark romance, and it's such a game changer for me, because I feel like it just takes me away from the normal, like, everyday, day-to-day stuff. So it's nice just to have something that, you know, I can look forward to and enjoy. So, since the last video, I did get powder puffs to apply my powder, but of course I forgot them 2 floors down, and I was just over it by the time I got up here and brought everything up from the wedding and got everything reset back up. I just wasn't interested in going all the way back down there for the puffs, so we are going to use our old school sponge method just to apply our powder, and then the next video we'll use the puffs, because they'll be up here by then. So for this, I am going in with the Anastasia, I cannot talk to save my life lately, guys. We're going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just dipping my sponge into it, and we're just gonna go in and dab it in. So what are you guys, if any of you are readers, what are you guys reading lately? Anything new and exciting that you're waiting on? Or are you rereading something? I'd like to hear, just to see what everyone's into. Alright, we're going to let this all set for just a minute and we'll be right back. Now that we've let that set, we're going in with the JH01 brush to dust off all of the excess. Now going in with the Milani 02 Sunkissed Matte Powder. Now going in with our Jaclyn Cosmetics Blush Bronzer Duo. We're going to go in with the shade Pink Me Up. Using my JH04 angled brush. Now for highlighter, I'm going in with the ColourPop Barbie Beach Party Highlighter. So sadly, over the weekend, I did run out of my brow pencil, so sadly I cannot do my brows today. I am going to go in and brush them with the spoolie, just to make sure that they are laying nicely. For our eyeshadow primer, we're going to be going in with the Glam White Icing White Frosting Primer. And I'm just going to be applying this with my finger. To start the eyeshadow look, we're going to go in with our Jaclyn Hill X Morphe Volume 2 palette in the shade Certified. And we're going to be using this to set our eyeshadow base. For the first color of this beautiful yellowy burnt orange look that we're going to be doing today, we're going to be going in with the ColourPop Animal Crossing What a Hoot palette. And the shade that we're going to be starting out with is the shade Celeste, which is this yellow shade here at the top. And I'm starting this in the crease and working it up towards my brow bone. The next palette that we're going in with is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 1 palette. And the shade that we're going to be starting with today is the shade Roxanne. And I'm taking a Morphe M507 brush. I'm going to be putting this into my crease and blending it into this yellow shade. Going back in with that yellow shade. Just gonna really blend this orange color out a little bit more. What's everyone's go-to music of choice when you're getting ready or doing your makeup? I'm curious. Now going back into that Volume 1 palette, we're going to take the shade Hunt, which is this darker burnt orange shade, and we're going to apply this just slightly to our into our outer corner, just to make that a little bit darker. Going back in with the Glam Light White Frosting Primer, we're going to do our inner corner cut crease, and then we're going to go in with a very pretty lighter gold. Now to finish this eyeshadow look, we're going to go in with the ColourPop Your Golden palette. And we're going to be using the shade One Way, which is this very pretty lighter gold. And we're just going to apply that right on top of the white primer that we've just applied. Then we're going to take that one that we used, the oranger shade Hunt, on, just to blend the two shades together. Now we're going to go in and curl our eyelashes. And for mascara today, we're going to go in with the Tarte Man Eater mascara. Lastly, for this look, I'm going to be going in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Liquid Lip in Posh Spice. Alright guys, so this is the final look for today's look. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. It's very fall-esque, but it really matched my jacket. So I like it. Definitely it's going to be something that I do again. It really does make my blue eyes pop, so I really love that aspect. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it. If there's something that you guys want to see, make sure you comment below and let me know, and I'd be happy to create it for you. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next one.